In this video, we're going to be looking at how to do a right purl twist, which is a Vikkel twisted stitch, where you get a right leaning knit stitch with a purl stitch on the left, as seen here in this Ristine hat and Mustjala vest. It pairs nicely with its counterpart, the left purl twist, to give you stitch patterns that look like a 1x1 cable pattern, where your cable-like pattern is on a background of purl stitches. So let's get started. So we're gonna get started working the 1x1 right purl twist. You'll see it written as 1x1 RPT. This is a purl Vikkel twisted stitch where you will have a right leaning knit stitch with a purl stitch on the left hand side. I'm going to show you two ways of doing this continental style without the use of a cable needle. The first way of doing this is we're going to work the second and first stitch on our left hand needle before sliding those stitches off. So what we're going to do this is we're going to knit the second stitch on our left hand needle. So just go in knitwise into that second stitch, grab your yarn and pull it through like so. And then with the first stitch on the needle, you're going to bring your yarn to the front and purl that stitch like so. And then once you finish purling, just take your yarn to the back. Once you've worked both of those stitches, slide them off the needle, and then we can have a look at what's happening on the right hand needle. So you'll see you've got a knit stitch that's slanting to the right, and on the left hand side you will have a purl stitch. So let's do that one more time. So I'm going to go into the second stitch on my left hand needle to knit. So just insert it as if to knit, grab your yarn, knit, and then I'm going to bring my yarn to the front and I'm going to purl, go into that first stitch as if to purl, and you're going to purl that stitch like so. Take your yarn to the back after you've purled, and then I'm going to slide the first two stitches on my left hand needle, which have now been worked, off the needle like so. Now, if you didn't want to do that, another option is to switch the placement of the stitches while they are on the needle. So if you want to do that, what we're going to do is slide our needle, our right hand needle, into the second stitch on our left hand needle, purlwise like so in the front. And I'm going to slide this stitch that I've inserted into along with the first stitch off the needle like so. So I have one stitch on my left needle, the other is floating here in the back. And what I'm going to do is pick up that first stitch with my left hand needle, slide it on there. And then I'm going to slide what was the second stitch that's now on my right hand needle, purlwise back to the left needle. So you'll see we've already twisted our stitches. So once they're already twisted like this, you're just going to go into that first stitch and knit. See, it's already slanting to the right. And then I'm going to go into my second stitch and purl. Slide off. Looks exactly like the other method. So we'll do that one more time. So let's do that again. So I'm going to take my right hand needle and insert it into the second stitch on my left hand needle as if to purl, so in the front. I'm going to slide this stitch, it's going to stay on that needle, along with the first stitch is going to slide off into the air like so. So you can see I have that stitch back there, and I'm going to rescue it with the tip of my left hand needle before it drops, so like so. And then if I tilt it up, you see it's already crossed. I'm going to slide this stitch that's on my right hand needle, the first one, back to the left purlwise. I'm going to grab my yarn here. So my stitches are already twisted, so what I'm going to do is knit that first stitch like so. So it's slanting to the right. My second stitch is going to be that purl stitch, which I want to the left, so I'm going to bring my yarn to the front and purl. And that will give you the right purl twist, continental style.